So today I'm going to be making videos based on my view of the chart for next week. So what I'm going to be heavy on are just markups of the zones I'm going to see. So this is the higher time frame, which is the weekly. I'm going to zoom out and see, zoom in and see. So let me delete this whatever is on this chart. Okay, as you can see on this chart, this broke. I don't like using this chart. Let me use this one. Remove this one. So on this chart, this did not break. So this is it. We have this and we have this. So this is the weekly, and I would like to say that unless price breaks the line below, that's the one down, I'm still bullish, right? May not seem like it is bullish, but I'm still bullish. So I don't need this markup here. Not marking anything on the weekly, but I might consider daily. So on the daily time frame, where is price? So I'm leveraging on important candles. This is the strategy I find more successful. I'm just going to mark. So at the beginning of this video, when I turned to this chart, this was the markup itself. Let's go to 3 hours, right? You can refine this in 3 hours, but I would just want it to be here. But if you are refining to 3 hours, let me show you what it will look like. You have this as a zone. You can decide to leave it like this, the way I'm making it, right? And this as a zone. So I don't need the last one. So you see how it's looking, the 3 hours. We could decide to just leave it like this. But to me, for me, actually, I prefer to leave the daily. Reason being that it is stronger. And also, I can decide to leave the up part of this part, this one. Because the price should break here, that's where it's headed next. But structure wise, let's go back to one daily. I mean, structure wise, this is a change of character. So I expect down, more of this to be the target. And let me give you a secret how I define my swing points. If I'm using what they call it, important candles, right? So I have a swing point here, from the highest point to the lowest point. Do I have one here? Yeah, I do. I have one here. That's two swing points, but I don't have here. Here I don't have, and I have one here. So my swing point is what I usually use to determine whether there's a change of character or not, and which we have here. We have a closure here, and there's a weak here in this important candle. Though it is in this range, but there's still closure, right? Stay close. So that's it. So I don't want too much lines. Just leave it like this. And if you go to the 3 hours, you see that there's a breakthrough. Did you see that? There's a break. So this you see, on this time frame, you'll be thinking, okay, this is a swing point, which it held to. It held, depending on the time frame you're using, right? It used this demand zone. Just I think it's just a tap and it went. But if you want to confirm it from other time frames, That's higher time frames like daily. It's just what I did. That's what I did. So you can just like me that don't usually go to daily and use 3 hours. This is a valid swing point on this time frame. And I'm going to take my entry and go. It's as simple as that. So just trade the way you see you can trade. Don't follow the noise. Whatever pays you is what you should do. I can come. I know on this channel I've talked about a lot of strategies, a lot of it. But I'm telling you that this is what I find the most successful. Important candle. Not because it is the best strategy in the world, no. It's because I've back tested and I've seen that it has worked. Go and back test your trend line. Back test support and resistance. If it works for you, use it. Just use it. So you see these two lines. Like I said, these are where I'm going to be leaving my zones to be, although they have played. And if I'm going to be sincere with you, I have a new zone. Remember, I just focus on the move down, the move down. Now I'm going to focus on here, despite the fact that there's a zone up, which is this. So this is how my next week is going to look like. I have this move, and this one is still forming. So I'll still maintain my zone here, but this time around, I'm going to use the 3 hours zone, which is here. Boom. There's a zone up there where you see me mark this line. So this is what I'm focusing on next week. And I'll mark this. So these are the three lines I need, right? I don't want price to come above here and close. If it gives me a CRT model, I'll take it down. So simple as that. But if it doesn't, remember, remember, let me show you the CRT model I'm talking about. Remember, it has to close before it has changed. If you don't understand important candles, you can go through some of the videos on this channel. So look at this. I want to just show you a sample of CRT model of how I wouldn't have bought for entry this week if I just stuck to the chart and I was not on the chart. So you see, following important candles, there's a break here. This broke. Now my entry is simple. This is a short, right? Going to enter here at this line. Move the important candle. That's my validation point, right? Why am I taking it? Almost just below this two, because it almost touched it. Remember, somewhere around here. So this is 1 is to 25, and it did what? Out of 1 is to 25, it did what? 1 is to 24. So you can imagine that you take a trade like this and you let it run. And I'm always preaching something, fractality of price. Most people don't know about it. That's why they think scalping is gambling. That's your structure. I mean, that's your strategy you're using, right? That you're using on the higher time frames. Have you backtested it on the lower time frame? Just go and do it. If it works, why not trade on the lower time? Because whatsoever happens in the higher time frame happens in the lower time frame. But many people don't know. Look at me marking zone from 3 hours, taking from 15 minutes, and still do the same thing over and over on the 1 minute. But I just love top down because top down gives me direction of what price is likely going to do, where it is headed and stuff. So what I told you, whatever works for you, I'm not trying to change your personality based on trading. Just do what works for you. This is what works for me. Blush as that. So this is it. You would have gotten this is when this is Friday. Yeah, yesterday by 5 a.m. If you are awake, looking at the charts, obsessing, you'd have gotten this. And if you've missed this, you've missed this, right? If you've missed this, there are other opportunities. And then you'll be asking which other opportunities. Let's say you are doing the whole because I'm not more of time price, I'm more of price time. So have this, but this did not mitigate. I'm just trying to look at London and New York session because some people are session traders. So let's look at this one. This one is in London. So if I was to take the trade here, this is a swing point. Remember what I said about swing point? That is not every move back up that is a swing point. But this is a swing point. Price never mitigated this. So expect a reaction from there when price revisits. This is a swing point. I think it's just tiny. That's it. So you see, I have another entry here. This is longer. From this tab, oh, sorry, again for the sell. From this tab here, right? This is where my stop loss will be. Same target. This same target. Just below here. This is 1:11. I'll let it run. Right? So this is another swing. This big one is another swing. So let me delete the entry too and delete the zones so that we'll not get confused. Right? So this is another swing. This whole one is another swing on this time frame. So all I need to do is to look at which of these is the unmitigated important candle. Okay, this has, right? This could be adding of entries, but I have this as my zone. So this is another zone. I expect price to be at this particular place, this chinkany place. So you can be noting them. Let's see, is there a swing here? Yes, this is a swing point. It's a swing point. Would expect this place is actually a strong zone for price to mitigate, and there's no longer swing point here. So this is what I have. Just say let me break it down for you to know where it is going. But everything I have on this chart, I don't need this one. It has already played out. So this is what I need for next week. The price get here. I want to see what happened here first on the 3 hours because that's where it is coming from, right? This is where it is coming from. If it closes, fine, it is a reversal. If it doesn't, we drag it down to the down zone here. Simple as that. So that's how you would have gotten an entry. Yeah. Now, until the next video, you guys should be safe out there. Always use proper risk management. Do not over leverage. Do not be greedy. Be contented. Remember, compounding is the fastest way to success. I'll see you another one, guys.